Doctors in our area are warning about possible exposure to measles. This after a tourist from Australia tested positive for the infection. State health officials say the man arrived in the city on February the 16th. He visited 2 hotels in the city and the Metropolitan Museum of Art, as well as several locations in Orange and Putnam counties. For a full list of the places affected, you can head over to cbsnewyork.com.
Looking at the list of places affected, it becomes apparent this infected Australian tourist can also be identified as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Although he visited the Metropolitan Museum of Art, more specifically he was visiting Oasis Biblical Tours, located within the Met. Oasis is a company owned and operated by Jehovah's Witnesses that has teamed up with the Met to offer tours to what they refer to as historically biblical sites. On their website it states, all tours have been painstakingly researched using the Bible, publications of the faithful and discreet slave, and reputable secular sources. Since when has Watchtower considered secular sources reputable? It goes on to say, museum officials have worked closely with us for years in developing our tour program. You are welcome to join the many friends taking these tours each week from all over. As Jesus said, the stones can cry out. Using archaeology, accurate history, and the scriptures, we will decipher the meaning of these stone witnesses.
The World Health Organization announced this week that measles has been eliminated in North and South America. Although measles infections are still occasionally found in the 2 continents, they happen only when the disease is brought in from somewhere else. There were 54 such cases in the United States last year. Experts say an outbreak originating in the Americas hasn't happened since a 2002 case in Venezuela. The WHO stresses, however, that vaccination remains crucial as the disease is still prevalent elsewhere around the globe.
Watchtower has fear-stricken its members with a highly irrational fear of blood. This fear has crossed over into things such as blood transfusions, even vaccinations. The reasoning for this is that the vaccinations could contain, in part, derivatives from human or animal blood. The question from readers, Watchtower 78, June 15th edition, under the subheading, "Are serum injections compatible with Christian belief?" It goes on to state, immunizations fall into a gray area because some Christians believe that accepting a small amount of blood derivative for such a purpose would not be a manifestation of disrespect for God's law. Others, though, feel conscientiously obliged to refuse serums because these contain blood, though only a tiny amount.
But witnesses have long been hardline anti-vaxxers. In 1929, the publication The Golden Age, they state, thinking people would rather have smallpox than vaccination because the latter sows seeds of syphilis, cancers, eczema, erysipelas, scrofula, consumption, even leprosy, and many other loathsome affections. Hence, the practice of vaccinations is a crime, an outrage, and a delusion.
Which is pretty dangerous considering Italy saw nearly 5,000 cases of measles, including 4 deaths, just last year. And that should not be happening in this day and age. It's like hearing 4 people were trampled to death in line at a blockbuster video. How did that happen? We're supposed to have collectively moved past that by now.
So the only question left to ask, are these the type of people you want knocking on your door, shaking your hand, offering you a magazine,